I'm gay.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. I'm your host, Richard in my mouth, but you can call me Dick. Today we're doing a Behind the Bullpen session with Rippy Magoos star pitcher Blake Cowart. Blake, how you feeling today?
Feeling pretty good.
Alright, you should be a little sore. He threw 14 Ks week one. I don't know if you guys seen that or heard that, but that's the deal here. So Blake's going to show off his pitch grips and give you a couple of looks of how he throws each one, so that way you can translate that into your game. So let's jump right into it, folks.
For the first pitch I throw, I like to call this the zone finder. Some people call it the slider. But as far as the grip, I like to dig my finger in on the end of the hole here to get some spin on it. And when I want to throw it for a strike, I like to spread my fingers out to get more control over the ball. But you can turn your wrist angle with the ball facing the batter and come down the side of the ball to make it move more. But I don't really do that too much because I like to throw it for a strike. The second pitch I like to throw is a riser. I call this one the confidence booster because when you throw, I call this one the confidence booster because when everybody swings at it, it about hits them in the face and it's above their head, so it makes them feel stupid. I grip this the same way as a slider, just like this. You want to get kind of an angle on the ball. I don't know if you can see how to throw it, but I like to throw this one. I have to get real low with it, because I want to throw it in the middle of the strike zone and get it to rise up at eye level, right-handed batters. And then sometimes when I want to throw it for a strike, you want to throw it at an angle at the ground and let it rise up and tap the bottom of the strike zone.
There you go, that was good.
That was dirty. That was dirty. That was dirty. All right, another pitch I like to throw that I rarely throw is a changeup. I call this one the risk reward. You want to grip it with your fingers in the ball like this, and when you throw this, don't try to throw it slower. Just let the grip make it slower. You want to throw this really low because risk reward, if you leave it up,
it's going to be on the moon.
oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
All right, the next pitch is a super curve. I call this one their insurance policy because every time I throw it, people about break their wrist on a check swing. But you want to put your thumb at the bottom of the ball right here and have your fingers on top of the ball and throw it just like a curveball in baseball. You want to leave this low in the zone or throw it really high and let it tap the top, because if not, it's going to be another
moonshot.
There you go.
The next pitch is pretty much a strikeout pitch.
Every time.
I call this one the tornado. Some people call it the drop. I call it tornado because of all the whiffs it gets. The wind circulating around seems to produce a lot of tornadoes here. But you want to throw it with the holes on top, dig your finger in the hole right here, get some good grip. And you want to throw this one, I don't really throw mine submarine. I throw it more 3/4 or sidearm, because if I throw it submarine, it tends to rip my UCL out of my elbow. Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yes, sir.
The last pitch I throw is a screwball. I like to call this one the dropout because people give up on it when it tends to smack the strike zone and they strike out and lose all their hopes and dreams. You want to throw this one just like the drop, except throw it a little more overhand. Mine doesn't really go from left to right. Mine kind of dips down. I've yet to figure out how to make it go really hard left to right like a lefty curve, but it's good enough.
So anyway, guys, I want to thank you all for watching. I've been your host, Richard in my mouth. You can call me Dick. I want to thank Blake Cowart from the Rippy Magoos for coming out here showing us some of that classical music, some of that jazz, if you know what I'm talking about. Really appreciate it, Blake. I know the kids at home do as well. Hope you can take some of his grips, some of his pitches, and strike some local kids out. You know, maybe make some parents mad, ruin some attitudes, ruin some days, some weekends.
If they don't cry,
you didn't strike them out.
That's right. That's what Gandhi always said. So I want to thank you all for watching. Be sure to like this video, subscribe, follow us on the gram at the Has-Beens, and I'll see y'all later.